Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and slayers of all ages, and we are back to Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal. I am your host, as always, Nick Skilla or Scottahawk, or if you followed the Twitch recently, Doggo Skilla. And we are still playing Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal. We're doing pretty good. I think we're more than halfway through the game. I'm hoping that I can, get out the videos, make sure they're on time, make sure they're pretty ace at least, because I want to get to the point where we can do preferably streams of X-Men Destiny, but if not, just videos, just to have you guys enjoy X-Men Destiny, or at least me playing it. Even if it's not necessarily a game that everyone wants, actually enjoys and would buy if it was up to them, that's fine. It's just a matter of, it's something I want to play, so. It would be good if people enjoyed it, but you don't need to. There will always be other games that I have. Like, I'm gonna have, oops, that's not what I want. I'm gonna have, this, until this is done, Jack 2, I'm gonna have Worlds of Final Fantasy. There's gonna be lots of things going on the channel, so it's gonna be a lot of
press square to attach the wrench
things
to the bolt
you
crank.
can watch. You can stop by here, there, anywhere. Find out what you would like to watch, what you would not like to watch, and join in for whichever. It's A-okay. Not being told what to do.
We need to get out there and capture it.
Holy crap.
This place is crawling with noise. There's the hover ship. We need to push the noise back and secure the
Okay, a bit of latency there. Oy vey. But yeah, what we're hoping for, I don't know if it's what'll happen, but what we're hoping for is that everyone can find something somewhere that they really enjoy on the channel. That way, you can join in for what you like, and you don't need to for anything you don't like. But I'm hoping that there's something for everyone. If you like RPGs, you got things like Worlds of Final Fantasy. You've got X-Men Destiny as an RPG. If you like more action-oriented games, you'll have this, Jack.
Take cover. The noise are coming over the
Like
bridge.
there. And these are also very shoot 'em up style. There will be other things coming later on. So hoping that there will always be something for someone. Like, there will never be anyone who's fully just screwed because they don't like one of the games I'm playing. Hence why we do so much crap, because if you've got a wide variety, it's less likely that there's going to be people just hating on everything you do than if you only play 3 games. Understandably, there are some people who the mainstay of their channel is one specific kind of game, so there might be channels strictly that are just, this is the game we play, that's it. Like, an example I can think of, something like Lobos Jr. is predominantly Dark Souls. There are other things, but it's predominantly Dark Souls. Monto is almost strictly Dead by Daylight. Stuff like that. Like, it's not going to be a dedication thing. I'm hoping to never be dedicated to one thing, just so that I can, if I don't want to play that thing, I'm not stuck. Like, I do Dark Souls things often, but it's not going to be like, I am only Dark Souls, that is it, that is all. You will see nothing else. Or like, I'm only Smite, that is all. There may very well be a lot of that, but I'm hoping that there's other things too, here and there, so that people who maybe don't necessarily like those games still have something that they can tune in for and enjoy.
To fly the hover
Hello.
ship, use the left analog stick. Press X or L1 to ascend, square or L2 to descend. Use the right analog stick to aim, and press circle or R1 to fire rockets.
Go take care of the saucer, Sarge. Keep blasting those dropships.
So, I know I'm not gonna be able to, like, satisfy everyone's craving for games that they want to see or whatever, but it should be, like, keep in mind, I'm not going to play, like, a bunch of sports games. Like, I'm not going to go in and do, like, an entire run of FIFA or something. Just because that's not my kind of thing. It's not really my cup of tea. But for the games that I can do that kind of thing for, like, I could do that for, say, I can do it for Smite, I can do it for stuff, like things that I would still be interested in, so Smite, certain shooters, kind of stuff like that. I can do that, I'm willing. It's like an RPG that maybe I have not played before. Then the only thing I really would like to do is maybe have a first run so I can get used to the controls and everything. That way there's not like an hour of me trying to figure out what buttons to press to hit things. And I'm not gonna like intentionally play shitty games, so like I'm not gonna intentionally be like, oh, let me play Two Worlds 2. Cause that game is bad. I understand there might be some people out there who like it, but I'm not one of those people. I think that game's bad. And I would rather not play it again. It's not that I haven't tried it before, it's that it's bad. And I have the PC version, so what should realistically be the best version is really bad. So there will be no super shitty games for the sake of super shitty games. It has to be something I would actually enjoy playing. Because otherwise it's not really going to be Scottahawk plays as much as it's going to be, well, it's time to see how long it takes for Scottahawk to want to stab his console in the eyes that it doesn't have. So, as much as it may be hard for some people, try not to recommend games that are just... If you want to recommend a game, like, if there's something you genuinely want to see me play, the general idea is try to make sure that the games are playable is a good start. And also try to make sure it's not something like super stupid. Like, I'm not gonna do a run of, say, GTA 5 because that, I really don't like that game. But because I'm not a fan of the game, it wouldn't really be good content for me to do a video of it if it's not something I already want to be doing. As opposed if it's, say, like when Digimon Survive comes out, I can almost guarantee that there's going to be videos from my channel on that, just because it's a Digimon game and I'm a nerd. Especially when it comes to Digimon stuff, so very high chances that there's going to be some Digimon Survive stuff. Here's hoping that it's not like Metal Gear Survive kind of Survive, because that game was bad. With certain exceptions, usually if I can find it at the library within 2 weeks of it being released, it's probably not a very good game. Because, like, libraries, they don't really make much money. They're usually like community center kind of things. Like it's kind of set up for the community, more or less, as something extra, not as a "this is your life now."
Terranoid base is protected by an impenetrable force field. We're still trying to figure out a way to get past it. In the meantime, Command wants you to take the mothership and wipe out the Noid forces in the surrounding areas.
But there are certain games that might be at the library that I might do videos of, just not like extensive series. Like I might do like if I go to the library, say tomorrow, pick up Extinction, the PS4 game that isn't super old, but it's not super new. I might make like a video or so, but I'm not gonna like make an entire series of me beating the game, because I'm pretty sure there's a reason that game is only $20. Not sure what it is, as I've not played it yet, but I feel like there's probably, if a game is $20 not so long after its release, it's probably got a good reason for it. Usually that reason is the game is complete garbo. Not always. There are some games that go down to $20 because they can, like the sales are so good that they can just warrant lowering the price for another tax bracket kind of thing. But like, for the most part, it's not a common practice to make a game super cheap days after launch. Kind of because that's a really bad business decision.
Suck it up, 26. You got nothing to worry about. I got special training with electronic thingamajiggies. Okay, there goes.
And I feel like there's probably going to be people in the comments somewhere who's like, but that's not a bad business decision. It just makes the game more acceptable to bigger audiences. If it's $20 2 weeks after it's released, it's probably because there's bad business decisions involved. Whether it be something little like, hey, we just didn't quite sell as many copies as we needed to, or something like that. Still, that's a really big drop, you know? That's super cheap. So, hoping that any games that are recommended are at least playable. Preferably good, but at least playable. And also that they're fun, especially if it's like a long-term fun. So like, Worlds of Final Fantasy is fun, and it's pretty decent fun for a pretty decent amount of time. But say Final Fantasy VIII. Fun. After you've drawn out all of your spells. Until then, not so much. Because the drawing system is AIDS. Having to draw out every spell one at a time, not the best play. And I would not enjoy doing that. But maybe that's just because of, like, with my aggressive playstyle of games, it doesn't really work with me to stop for 45 minutes just to get the one spell I need so that I can actually do the level. Even in Worlds of Final Fantasy, like, I had to stop for a second to go and get something with Zap. But, like, it took me a second, and then I did a little extra while I was there. It wasn't like, now it's time for me to go and spend 3.5 hours trying to get this one fucking thing. And it's not like jokingly 3.5 hours, it's literally 3.5 hours. That wouldn't be fun. But there's obviously going to be certain games that have, like, bits of boring that I do eventually, just because you gotta, like, maybe there's a game that I really want to play, but there's a really boring aspect to it, then it's something that I'm willing to deal with just because I know the game is boring in this area or this specific part, but, like, maybe the payoff of, like, the plot or something, it makes it worth it. If there's no worth it, then why would I spend hours doing it? You know what I mean? I have no idea if anyone actually knows or cares what I mean, but that's the general idea. If it's not something fun in any way, the chances are I'm not going to enjoy it, so I'm probably not going to want to do it. If it's something that's, like, super fun, and it's super fun for, like, a long time, so an example, Pokemon, it's super fun, a little redundant sometimes because you're doing the same thing for, like, 100 million hours kind of thing. Well, yeah, it's gonna get a little redundant, but, it's better than doing something that's not fun at all for a super long time and being bored out of your skull. So, that's the preference. Use it how you will. Keep in mind, any money toward Patreon and any money toward Twitch subs, with certain exceptions of maybe like me saving up to get a new computer so that I can actually do better videos, and a capture card so that I can do better videos. It's probably going to be a lot of using that money to get me more games so I have more stuff to play so that I'm not limited in any way. But it depends on, like, right now, Patreon, we have one patron. So we're not really getting making bank. So anything that I get at the moment, in terms of, like, I buy a new game or what have you, is likely going to be from pocket. However, if there is an instance where you use that money to buy, example, the Patreon money helped me make these videos possible, because making it a hell of a lot easier and me not having to deal with a watermark is a pretty goddamn good thing. So, yeah.
It was the biggest Tyrannoid you've ever seen. Big as a Star Cruiser and packing twice as much firepower. There was no escape. He was coming right at me. Closer, closer.
There's stuff like that that's just...
What am I gonna do, right? Closer.
I can do it with the Patreon money,
my
so...
blaster jam.
No way!
you guys got options.
Yes, go on.
It's always nice. Helps if you guys support.
This is the mighty Q-Force I've heard so much about. Pathetic!
Gives us a lot to
I could
do.
obliterate the lot of you, and they wouldn't even mention it in Supervillain Weekly.
True, sir, but you'll have done the fashion world an enormous service.
And as for you, Agent Clank, I have far grander plans for you. All right, Lawrence, you can turn it off now.
Oh, may I, sir? What a treat.
Al, come in!
Yellow.
Someone just transmitted a hologram onto the ship. I need to know where the signal came from.
Let's see. Backtracing the signal. Six-path alpha key encryption? Amateurs. I got it. It came from a facility on Planet Dax.
Yawning.
Accessing their computer files.
Planet Dax?
Aha! I found something suspicious. Patching it through now.
Tonight, we take a journey inside the enigmatic mind of our galaxy's foremost evil genius, Dr. Nefarious. We'll take a tour of this secret facility on planet Dax, home to some of the galaxy's most insidious superweapons, including the dreaded Rainbow Afrolyzer. Dr. Nefarious, we've all enjoyed your past work, but how do you respond to critics who say your latest galactic schemes are just more of the same?
I will annihilate them!
Lawrence, tell us a bit about this top-secret superweapon being constructed on planet Dax.
Well, super is such a strong word. For that matter, weapon may be a tad overdoing it. We do, however, have a lovely view of the ocean at sunset.
Is Dr. Nefarious poised on the brink of galactic domination, or is this super weapon just the latest in a series of maniacal pipe dreams? Stay tuned for more from Supervillain
1 and
Weekly.
2 took a while. Like, they took like 20 videos apiece.
Whatever Nefarious is doing on Dax, it can't be
3
good.
is taking,
We'll check
like,
it out.
No
You're
time
welcome.
at all. And this game is actually a little bit longer than the previous two.
So, you've come back to displace my training course once again, hmm?
Actually, we were hoping we could just pick up the gadgets and split.
Though, I mean,
We have a spaceship
I
to
feel like this particular case is
You
because of
slackers
how
are
often I've played
always
this as
looking
a
for
kid.
the easy way out. When you can pass the course, you can have the device.
This is the
So,
Phoenix VR deck.
You guys know
Here you
Dark
can...
Souls. You gotta...
Those platforms can be activated
There's
with the
new game
hypershot.
pluses, and as you
The
go,
green object is a hypershot target. Press and hold circle to...
there's more and more things that change here and there.
Press square to collect the green code snippets. Press circle to destroy the red defense programs. The blue defenses are indestructible.
In this, there's new game pluses. Nothing changes, but you keep all of your stuff, and it's pretty much still the exact same game. You're much more powerful. Which, as weird as it is really, really fun. So, like, I used to do... Back in the day, I used to have several instances where this was just the game I played. And, one of the reasons was... This was A, just a really fun game. B, one of the only games I had that had a plot. And finally, even though nothing really changed, there was still something that felt good about beating the game, especially with better gear. The other game I played a lot and did a lot of runs for was Digimon World Data Squad. Because I'm sure, as you guys have figured out, I like Digimon games a little much.
Press square to collect the green code snippets. Press circle to destroy the red defense programs.
So, played a lot of that when I was
indestructible.
younger. And then obviously there was Spyro and Crash and that kind of thing. But like, PS2 era was Jak, the Jak games. Whoops. The Jak games, the Ratchet and Clank games.
The green object is a hypershot target.
And Digimon, and then occasionally I would do like Dynasty Warriors 5 XL. But for the most part, I think the games I played the most were probably this and this Jak and Digimon. And then a little while later, I had access to
that was okay, I guess.
Final Fantasy X for a bit, but that wasn't really as much my cup of tea then as it is now. And something else. I don't remember all the games. I just remember there were a lot of different ones, and it wasn't just like, beat this, that is all. There was other things along with it. Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses was another one that I played a lot. And honestly, I think there might be an instance in the future, I don't know when, where I might even do a run for that for the channel. Just because Duelist of the Roses is the shit, dude. Like, that game was really good. So, there might be a lot of that in the future as well.
Press square to collect the green code snippets.
Just because
Press circle to destroy the
if
red
I can
defense
do
programs.
Duelist of the Roses, I'm probably going to do Duelist of the Roses. Just because that game is great.
Alrighty, we'll just take those gadgets and be on our way.
Oh yeah, the little man is cocky now. Ho, ho, ho. Maybe you'd like to meet Helga on the wrestling mat,
But with that, I hope everybody enjoyed both videos
maybe next time.
that have come out recently. Hope you liked them. And please, if you're new, leave a sub on here. If you enjoy the content, you can also subscribe on Twitch or follow. You can check out the Discord. You hang out there, chat it up occasionally. Pretty great time. We got Patreon if you want to support the channel through money. You can go on Discord and support it through fan art. Patreon, Discord, Twitch. There's a Facebook page. I don't really do anything with it.
That there's coffee brewing in the cafeteria?
Yeah.
I'm very disappointed.
So I hope everybody enjoyed. See you guys on the weekend for the Friday, Saturday, Sunday streams on YouTube. Have a great night. I'll see you later. Peace.